Hey there, how you doing? It's Easter, y'all. So I figured for something different and fun to do very quickly, I planned on doing a picture disc video. I'm going to do that down the road, especially because I have a new one that I received from a friend that I really want to share that's really, really interesting and cool. Uh, so how about records that look like Easter eggs? We're just going to have fun with some colors today. Uh, I just randomly grabbed a pile because God knows I've got a ton of colored vinyl in my collection. Anyway, and I'm going to stick to 12 inches. We've got right off the bat Black Sabbath, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. This was the Rocktober Rhino release, and it's on this really, really wild orange with sort of violets and greens speckling through it and some red splatter. It's actually reading as orange and purple splatter vinyl. I can kind of see some purple to it, but it came out a little different than what they said. I know the phone's not going to represent the colors very accurately, uh, so we'll just do our best. But I think that's a nice looking disc. This one's a solid color. I think it's semi-translucent, actually, but meaning it's a single color. We have Alice Cooper, and a lot of people pan this album. I love this record. Flush the Fashion. His period where he was kind of doing a bit of a, well, it's got a little bit of swirling to it. The Devo thing. And it's kind of a teal with some black and white in it. Has the song We're All Clones on it. Aspirin Damage. I mean, it's such a fun record. It's very underrated, I think. It's just not the same as the sort of Bob Ezrin era style albums. And here we have a throwback that quite a number of these exist. This is Tuxedo Junction, and I picked this up in a Goodwill. It's got 99-cent sticker on it, and the one behind it was the same. I just forgot to take the sticker off this one. It's on Translucent Yellow Wax on Butterfly Records, and this is basically swing era hits performed with kind of a disco beat, which was sort of a trending thing at the time. You had albums like Stars on 45, Mako, Star Wars, and other Galactic Funk, things like that. And it's one of those types of things. The classical hits thing that came out. This is Rhino Royale with Wildman Fisher, Gefilte Joe and the Fish, Fred Blassie, Barnes and Barnes. And I was amazed. This is very minty. It was, again, 99 cents, a Goodwill find. And I was like, I bet you it's a black pressing. And when I pulled it out, there you go. And that's just gorgeous. With blues and whites and sort of a pinkish translucent bright yellow label. And it's a fun record. It's all novelty kind of things. Kazoo Orchestra. Next one's just a two color, one of which is black, but love my cartoons. Garfield movie soundtrack. Got this out of a cutout sale price at Walmart. They didn't cut or poke a hole or anything in the sleeve the way cutout bins used to, but they had like a $7 sticker on it. So I was like, I like the movie. I'm definitely going to walk away with this. And it's got not John Legend. I'm drawing a blank on his name. John Baptiste on it. But it's very cool. I love the gatefold. Fun record, good songs. Has some of the incidental score too. Good incidental score in that film. This is a record store day. There's two of these in here, different ones from Death Waltz back in the day. They would do some of these that had a generic sleeve, and the only title mention and details was on the OBI strip. So it has a little poster inside, and this one is 1990, the Bronx Warriors. Great kind of proggy funk rock, very typical of Italian 80s movies. And man, the colors on this are intense. They're supposed to be more yellow in it, I think, but only flecks of it turned up on that one edge right there. But it's a wild looking thing. Wild artwork. See the hand there, and George Eastman on this side, and Fred Williamson on the other on the label. And for fun, if you want to see the poster on this one, they give us a really nice poster on this. I'll probably have to stand back with it. I mean, I've been tempted to put that on my wall. So great release. Hi, Charlie. We have a visitor. All right, next up. Oh yeah, and they have a little small size version of that in there too. So on the next one I pull up, I'll just go for the smaller one. I'm going to set this aside. It's going to take me a minute to wiggle that back in there. So I want to be careful. Have a Suicide Squad here. I've turned all my sleeves to make it easier to get them out. And this is one of those soundtracks that's just pop tunes, not the actual incidental score. Really nice cover artwork. And it's sort of a pinwheel of hot pink on blue. And I mean, I'm only scratching the surface with this post. I just figured I'd share some fun. Let's just grab 2 boxes out of the bunch and pull some things out. This is the other Death Waltz. This one is Perfume of the Lady in Black. Again, same kind of generic sleeve with an OBI. And I do not see a small square for this one. I'm not going to pull the poster up. You know what? Let's go ahead and pull the poster. Oh. There it is, yeah. There's a small kind of variance of the poster. And the disc is kind of similar in colors to the other one. It's more of a solid black on one side with some blue around the outside. And then it flips that with a tinge of red at the label on the reverse side. Okay. She's talking about the new Running Man. She's been watching that. So, I love being with someone that in my life that appreciates insane movies once in a while. It just sounds like I've got to watch this with her. We're going to do that later today. Let me close the door right. Okay. It's Easter, so she's having family chat time while giving baby a bath. Fit for an Autopsy. Yeah, that's a really ugly sleeve, so happy Easter, but it's a really pretty record. Insane colors on it. Got some black and some red and some yellow, and just it's just intense to look at. Next one is the perfect exact right color for what it is. A nice record store day reissue of a vintage album that I first picked up at the flea market when I was a kid and fell in love with and was so happy to get back in my collection. The sound quality on the pressing for the 50th anniversary reissue is really, really nice. And we're talking about Vanilla Fudge's first self-titled album. And, you know, it's Vanilla Fudge. It's vanilla. So, of course, it's white. Just like an egg would be. But it looks nice with the vintage 60s Atco label design on it. And I have a double LP of Opeth's Morning Rise with gatefold. So you've got all your lyrics in there. Both LPs look the same. They're sort of this teal blue translucent, or semi-translucent, I'd say. It's not exactly blue. It looks just blue in the video when I'm looking at it in the phone, but it's actually got a tinge of green in it. If you just want to go for green outright, then you have sort of a lime green Warner label here. Double LP compilation, Black Sabbath, We Sold Our Souls for Rock and Roll. That looks nice with a old school Warner label. Not the super old school, not the green with just the W on it, but you know, the one with the palm trees. If I can get it back in there. Yeah, I won't set it back down, so bear with me. Posters are one thing, the discs I want back in the sleeve. Borknagar, I got 2 Borknagars. I wanted to get the whole series of these that came out, and this one is Empiricism. This is kind of a folk metal, Viking folk metal with some black metal tinges and some really good melodics and some nice piano in them. Great albums, the 2 that I've got, which are 2 of the kind of mid part of their career so far. And this one's green and black. Next one is Epic. Yeah. And this one is kind of wild looking. It's translucent, just clear, but with black and orange stripes. So almost more Halloween, I guess, than Easter, but it looks sharp. And these pressings, you know, some people complain about colored vinyl, especially multicolored vinyl pressings. My experience with these combat label pressings is they sound perfect. There's absolute dead silence between the tracks. There's no warble. There's no problems with them. They sound great. Got Suicide Silence, You Can't Stop Me, and some people complained about the change in vocals, but I do like this record. I like the video for the title track as well. It has Jason Mewes in it. So it's fun if you hang around to the end. It's fun either way because it's got kind of a little bit of an Indiana Jones kind of parody going on in that video. It's just a nice orange. Next, we got a couple of reissues by Death, starting with Leprosy. I need to get a copy of Scream Bloody Gore. There's a new multicolor out, and I'd like to get my hands on it. This is the Butterfly Effect one, so it's a pretty intense look to it there. You've discovered your tail again? He's at least 8 or 9 years old, and he still discovers his tail and gets weirded out by it, like it's chasing him. Here we have Death, Individual Thought Patterns. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Another Butterfly Effect with a sort of a milky clear, some pink and black. And again, all of these combat, these are Relapse, I think. They sound fantastic. Really, really awesome pressings. Here we have Spiritual Healing. I love that cover art. Clear with black and white splatter over a blue pinwheel and red. So a lot of different colors. Look how many colors are in that. That's just wild. And again, perfect sounding press. It's a great way to listen to this record, and it's well engineered for it, and they did everything right. I mean, no fancy extras, no posters or anything like that. It's not a gatefold, but who cares? The price line on them was reasonable, and they sound superb. This one I got for almost nothing, and it just blew my mind. Another Walter Rosati, but this is like Library Tracks, and it's Park Avenue. It's a really nice sounding record, and it's a metallic gold and pale blue split. And I mean, I think I paid $5 for it, if that, which it goes for quite a bit more than that now. And this was a gift from the from the lady here in the background. This is my Halloween 2. And oh yes, it's a gatefold, but you know what? Before there's a problem, let's go ahead and get that off of there, because it's been on there for a couple of years. So I'm going to remove the shrink, and this will be my first look at this gatefold. Yeah, that is sharp. That's awesome. This one is blue on orange and red. It sounds great. Absolutely great. But I think sometimes folks complain over things, but I've only had bad luck a couple of times. I'll be entirely honest. My Omen soundtrack, I showed it in a prior video, and I actually was wide open and discussed it there. It's a faulty pressing. It's just a red stripe down the middle of black kind of way this is done. And every time that vinyl color swipes under the stylus on that one, you can hear it. It's a pretty awful pressing. But it's nice to look at, and it has a nice sleeve, so I'm still happy to have it. This one, Bloodstained Shadow by Stelvio Cipriani. This score was used in part to do the English language version of Pieces. And this is a really cool press. They had done one that was striped, kind of like the way that Halloween 2 is, but I went for the color wheel. So, great sleeve. It's a great Giallo film. Well worth the watch. Very visually stylish. Great location setting. Score is kind of a goblin-like quality. And it's black, red, and blue. And that's our last one, but I hope you enjoyed looking at some colored records on Easter. And have a happy Easter, y'all. See you soon.